Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam Divim saraswatim vyasam Tatu jayam udirayet Nashtaprayesha badresu Nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavati uttamasloke Bhakti bhavati naishti Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunnitam Jena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tadati Swapadantikam Pandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yuttapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagarajata Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Purujana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakantam Cham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Prisavan Sute Devi Pranamahami Hari Vanchakal Pataru Vyascha Kripa Sundubhya Evacha Patitana Pavanyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Hare Krishna. Happy Dwadasi to you. Did you enjoy the Kadasi yesterday? Should I extend it for today? Or you already broken your fast? So we continue our reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5. Lord Savidev's teachings to his 100 sons. Text number 6 today. Evam mana karma pasam prayukte. Evam mana karma pasam prayukte. Abhidyaya mani upadaya mani. Abhidyaya mani upadaya mani. Pritina yavan mayi vasudevi. Pritirina vayan mayi vasudevi. Namunchate deha yogena tavat. Namunchate deha yogena tavat. Evam mana karma vasam payukti. Avidayatmani upadiyamani. Pritirina va yavan mai vasudeve. Namunchate deha yogena tavat. Evam, thus, manaha, the mind, karmavasam, subjugated by fruitive activities. Prayunkte acts. Avidyaya, by ignorance. Atmani, when the living entity. Upadiyamani is covered. Pritihi, love. Na, not. Yavat, as long as. Mai, unto me. Vasudeva, Vasudev, Krishna. Na, not. Muchate is delivered. Deha yogena, from contact with the material body. Tavat, so long. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. When the living entity is covered by the mood of ignorance, he does not understand the individual living being and the supreme living being, and his mind is subjugated to fruitive activity. Therefore, until one has love for Lord Vasudeva, who is none other than myself, he is certainly not delivered from having to accept a material body again and again. Purport. When the mind is polluted by fruitive activity, the living entity wants to be elevated from one material position to another. Generally, everyone is involved in working hard day and night to improve his economic condition. Even when one understands the Vedic rituals, he becomes interested in promotion to heavenly planets, not knowing that one's real interest lies in returning home, back to Godhead. By acting on the platform of fruitive activity, one wanders throughout the universe in different species of forms. Unless he comes in contact with a devotee of the Lord, a guru, he does not become attached to the service of Lord Vasudeva. Knowledge of Vasudeva requires many births to understand, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7.19. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. After struggling for existence for many births, one may take shelter at the lotus feet of Vasudev Krishna. When this happens, one actually becomes wise and surrenders unto him. That is the only way to stop the repetition of birth and death. This is confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 19:151. In the instruction given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Srila Rupa Goswami at Dasaswamedha Ghat. Pramanda Brahmiti Kona Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasadit Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. The living entity wanders throughout different planets in different forms and bodies. But if by chance he comes in contact with a bona fide spiritual master, by the grace of the spiritual master, he receives Lord Krishna's shelter and his devotional life begins. That is the end of the proper purport to text. 6. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5, Chapter 5, entitled Lord Savadev's Teachings to His 100 Sons. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
When the mind is polluted by fruitive activity, the living entity wants to be elevated from one material position to another. It's the chain. It's the chain of material existence. Because the mind is polluted with desire for sense gratification. There is no end to our material experience, material existence, material suffering. Generally, everyone is here involved in working hard day and night to improve his economic condition. Prabhupada said, a struggle for existence. Just a struggle to exist. This illusion, which is a struggle to exist, is the illusion. Because people think that this struggle is enjoyment. To have a good sleep does not mean liberation. It means a temporary relief from problem. It's temporary relief that after some few hours, one is coming back to the same situation. They said, you remove the load from the head and put it in the shoulder. And after some time, you put it back to the head. This is material life. It is not enjoyment. Either the load is on the head, the load is on the shoulder, it is still within the body. So the suffering will continue. Means what? To solve the problem of material existence is not to put the load on the head or on the shoulder. It's to remove the load completely from the body. That is spiritual life. That is Christian consciousness. But everyone thinks that if I improve my material situation, I will be happy. Srila Bishwanath Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he calls it Tattva Vibrahma. Tattva Vibrahma. Vibrahma. One does not understand who one is. We don't know who we are. We don't know who the supreme personality of Godhead Vasudev is. We don't know what is even this material world that we are struggling so hard to live in. We don't know even what it is. Therefore, we cannot understand how to operate it. Puranjana. Puranjana. One who lives in a city he does not understand. He doesn't know what is it. Who understands this material world? Who can tell exactly what this material world is? A scientist? A scientist, they are calculating all the elements, or the Sankhya philosophers who knows and analytically examine all the 24 elements. They are the solution. Are they the solution? They have the solution. They understand who they are themselves. Who will be able to calculate all the 24 elements before one dies? Who? Anyone? Scientists, they have more than 100 years, like any one of us, to calculate, examine everything carefully, to be able to come to the conclusion that Vasudeva Sarvamiti, who has the duration of life to do that, even in Sati Yoga. How many people understood? How many? Even in Sati Yoga, people live for 100,000 years. Is it not within that Vishwamitra spent 60,000 years, and after he fell down? Is it not? 60,000 one spent in speculation, in trying to understand Krishna, searching for Krishna, austerities. Not 6 years, 60,000. What the remaining 40,000? What happened to it? What happened? The same speculation. So how many people understood Krishna is the supreme person of God in Satya? And even if one understand that Krishna is the supreme, who's Krishna? Who's Krishna we're talking about? It's Narayan. Not Krishna, it's Narayan. Lord Krishna is still very far away. Very far. So it's not possible for a conditioned soul to try to understand or to get out of our suffering. It's not possible for a conditioned soul to get out. So even those who understand, even when one understands the Vedic rituals, he becomes interested in promotion to heavenly planet, not working, not knowing that one's real interest lies in returning home, back to Godhead. This is what we see in this world. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagya one. That is the only solution. When one becomes fortunate, it is when one meets with pure devotee of Krishna. That is when one becomes fortunate. When they say, I'm a fortunate soul. It doesn't mean that we are the controller of the universe. It doesn't mean we're the controller of the universe. It doesn't mean that we are free from bodily ailment. It doesn't mean that we have become Brihaspati. No. Brihaspati is not free from the difficult material world, very envious of his own junior brother. As a result, he had a serious problem. He became dry like a stick of a broom. Is that life? And the gopis challenged his disciple. Who is that? Yukta, Uddhav. Oh, you are the guru. You are the disciple of that guru. Who knows? Tell us. Can you answer our question? Did Uddhava answer their questions? He couldn't answer their question. And not only that, he couldn't answer their question. Krishna sent Uddhava from Dwarka to Vrindavan. Krishna was not here physically. Krishna was physically in Dwarka. He sent Uddhava here, but Uddhava forgot Krishna. Not ignorance this time. This time is not ignorance. This time is that he forgot that Krishna was there because of the pure love of the gopis for Krishna. He forgot. And he remained here. He forgot he was sent to come and get something. He was staying here. And he forgot the person who sent him. Because he couldn't answer the questions of the gopis. We were asking him questions. He couldn't answer. He was mesmerized by the gopis' pure love for Krishna. He stood here. You are a student of Gyani, so you must be Gyani. So since you have knowledge, you know very well. So answer our questions. Uddhava couldn't answer the questions. Neither did he have any advice for them. They were crying seriously for Krishna. So what will you tell a person who is crying for Krishna? To stop crying or for what? A person who is crying for Krishna, what advice will you give the person? Don't cry. Brahma Buddha from Snapper. Will you speak that philosophy? He tried, it didn't work. Chastisement from Yashoda Mai. Heavy chastisement. You get out from here with that speculation. This environment is not for this. Get out from here. Go back to where you're coming from. This garland I'm making, is it for you? Huh? It's for you? It's for my son. Huh? Who cries when he's hungry. He cries when he's hungry. I have to feed him, otherwise he will die. And you're talking nonsense. Paramatma. What is Paramatma? What is Paramatma? Go with your Paramatma. My boy is not a Paramatma. He eats when he's hungry. And he's afraid. When they cut me, he will feel afraid. Mama. Is that Narayan? Narayan does not cry. Narayan is supreme. He doesn't cry. He cries. Don't talk nonsense. He was heavily chastised. Then that was just the beginning of his problem. When he got to the gopi, he had no word to say anything. No word. Yes. This is fortune. The fortune can bring us to this level. Otherwise, we will continue to wander from Brahmanda, Brahmiti, from planet to planet, Bhutra, Pliya, till we go up and come down like a lift. Is it not? A lift has only two things to do, to go down, to go up and come down. That's what the lift does. Nothing more than that. So we go up and come down, carry load, right? You carry people to go, carry people to come back. Even if there are no people there, because they are commanded, you go. You come back. But what's the result? What's the result of that? Ignorance. If one is running this, if one is running the 240 kilometers, is the highest a car can go, on the wrong direction, you'll be happy at the end of it. You'll be happy. You'll be frustrated. So our so-called scientists here, they are using the best of their intelligence, their speed, to make sure they get us there, but they never get there. Their master did not succeed. Who is their master? Ravana wanted to send people to heaven without qualification. Did he succeed? He failed. Who else can do it? Who else can do that? They are all unfortunate people. Fortunate. By acting on the platform of fruitive activity, One wanders throughout the universe in different species and forms, unless he comes in contact with the pure devotee of the Lord, a guru. He does not become attached to the service of the Vasudeva. Knowledge of Vasudeva requires many births to understand. Yes, many births one will take to come to this platform of understanding Vasudeva. We need many birds. Just one species alone, for example, aquatics. 900,000 birds we're going to take. 900,000. Just aquatic species alone. Before one get elevated from that, one would take bird 900,000 birds. So coming to human platform, an intelligent person should not misuse it. Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlabha. After struggling for existence for many births, one may, means that not on all situations that would take shelter of Vasudeva. Not all. That means we have been going through cycles until we are able to find one pure soul. Only when one is able to find one pure soul that, yes, I am fortunate. And even with this opportunity, not everybody will make it back home, back to Godhead. Because the amount of duplicity of our consciousness from billions of births have become ingrained in our consciousness. Our secondary nature has become primary nature. Our primary nature has become secondary. Secondary has become primary. Primary has become secondary. That is how deep our problem is. So it will take a long time, many births, Bahu Janma, to have the fortune of meeting a pure devotee who will turn the table. Then we will be able to think about Krishna, Vasudeva. When this happens, one actually becomes wise and surrenders unto him, Vasudeva. One is considered a wise person, one is considered intelligent person only if the person is diligently following the path of Bhakti with extreme care. One is considered intelligent or a wise, civilized person. When one is carefully following the path of Bhakti, very carefully, very careful. Why care? Because one is conscious of all the duality, the difficulties, challenges one has passed through. Just like Jat Bharat, he was very careful not to repeat the same mistake he made before. He was careful. The care was the remembrance of the past life. He learned a lesson. And because he learned from the mistakes, he didn't repeat it again. He was careful. He personally, willingly put different devices to keep him focused on Krishna consciousness. He designed that himself. As Prabhupada has said, let us mold our life in such a way that we remain Krishna conscious 24 hours a day. Jat Bharat. he did it perfectly. He designed his life that he never again repeated the mistake he made before. He was very careful. This is the only way to stop the repetition of birth and death. This is confirmed in Chaitanya Charitamrita 19, Madhya 19, 151. In the instruction given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Srila Rupa Goswami and Dasa Swameda Ghat. Brahmanda, Brahmite, Brahmanda, Brahmite. Kona, Bhagyavan Jiva. Guru Krishna, the mercy of the spiritual master combined with the mercy of Krishna. What is the mercy of Krishna? The mercy of Krishna that he sent the pure devotee here. The mercy of the pure devotee, he trained the devotee and sent him back to Krishna. This is their duty. It's a combined effort. It's a combined effort. When Krishna see our difficulties, he sends somebody here. Go and help them. When that person or those people comes here, we give them a lot of trouble. All of them. There is no one single pure devotee came here that didn't have problems from the same people he is trying to help. This is our unfortunate situation. We doubt them very seriously. See that? So much doubt. But they don't call us. They didn't call for us. We have gone to meet them. Why they doubt? Are they forcing us? Pure devotees, are they forcing us? So why did we go to them and we are still doubting them? Why? So much doubt, so much fear, so much speculation in our consciousness. Why the heart is so polluted with sense gratification is a problem. Engrossed in sense gratification make the heart, the mind very, very dull. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was telling Murari Gupta, please, my dear devotee, give up karma and gyan. They make the mind very dull, but bhakti make the mind very sharp. Sharp. So he considered wise and intelligent. Wise and intelligent part is bhakti. Karma and gyan, they make the mind dull, very weak. There's no attraction. Even Krishna come before us directly. I want my belly first. But that belly, it don't exist for me. Your existence means my belly. So people go to God millions for what? Give me my daily bread. Even those who are more elevated to that, they do puja. But puja is the same thing. It's a bribe. Same bribe. But the bhaktas, who are approaching the Lord, this is considered wise, intelligent. They are approaching the Lord. Please give me service. Engage me in your service. Please give me service. Engage me in your service. They are considered wise. They are considered intelligent. They're not looking for anything because the Lord is already doing that, taking care, maintaining everyone. Either we pray to him, we don't pray to him, we serve him, doesn't serve him. He is naturally taking care. He's supplying oxygen every day. Without oxygen, anyone can stay for a moment. Without oxygen, can anyone stay? He's supplying. How much do we pay for breathing. How much do we pay for that? How much? The Lord is already doing that. If one is wise, one is civilized, one is intelligent, we should serve him in appreciation for what he's already doing. Then the Lord will do everything. Everything. The living entity wanders toward different planets in different forms and bodies, but if by chance, properly using the word chance, he comes in contact with a bona fide spiritual master. By the grace of the spiritual master, he receives Lord Krishna's shelter and his devotional life begins. This is fortune. This is fortune. Our duty is to expand this fortune. Let us expand this fortune. Expanding fortune is life. We should continue to expand the fortune by diligently taking seriously to Krishna consciousness. By doing this, our path to the spiritual world is wide open, wide open. So let us be intelligent. And Prabhupada said, we should be intelligent and sincere. We should be intelligent and sincere in our practice. Success is guaranteed. We go back home, back to Godhead. Hare Krishna. Any comment or question? We take a break. Yes, sir.
Here that translation, Maharaj, here in the translation, like I want to ask your opinion about this. So, the fortunate soul, when understanding by knowledge, Vasudevam Sarvamiti, by knowledge. But after that also he want to go to the taste, rasa. Now that whatever he wanted at Maharaj. So means here also be clarifying, even if we getting the knowledge of, so that is also not a perfect, we want to go to the rasa for taste. So sometimes here in Vrindavan, some of the great devotees, they telling we will be give direct rasa. So, that is wrong, because of after the knowledge also we want to go to the rasa only. So
Yes.
people also asking like this type. So this Baba this they want to go to direct rasa, they giving the rasa knowledge.
We need training. We need training for rasa, how to relate. Relationship is not an easy thing. See, check. Relationship is very difficult thing. It is the topmost, but therefore it is very difficult. See, all of us will have something against each other. Everyone, something. That relationship. So we need the knowledge, the understanding to get out of this before we enter into rasa. Rasa is good only when two of us know each other very deeply and we are in good accord. Then it will be very sweet. Whatever you do will not disturb me. Whatever I do will not disturb you. That is when the rasa becomes sweet. Without that is not easy. We must know it properly. Then we can enjoy it. So those who want to give you without understanding our relationship, they are not doing the right thing. They are creating havoc. For example, I'm hearing Krishna leader with the gopis. And I'm thinking, oh, Krishna. You have 16,108. So if I have only one, that is okay now. Is it not? Let me just have one. We are hearing that. And the reason, the result of our hearing that is to help me to look for one. Not 16,000, but at least just one. So I can be like you. Is that hearing? That is dangerous. So we need to clear this point very clearly. Then that side will be beautiful, be wonderful. Then we can really enjoy it. Yes, we're not going to compete with Krishna. We're going to facilitate, we want to support what Krishna is doing. And by doing this, we also get our own satisfaction. This needs to be cleared. So they should not just give it like that. It is dangerous. It is dangerous. Let us understand it first. That is experience. Right? Yes. Kevin, pray.
Yes, Gurudev. Shri Gurudev, like when you are explaining about Jara Bharat, he
Yeah.
was already in the Bhavs platform when the incident happened. And by the mercy of the Lord, he could also remember his past life. Now, in our case, what the problem is that you said how we are so deeply engaged with duplicity, and also because of nerves of sense gratification, our heart has become so dull. So now we tend to commit the same mistake and again, not learning it. So now then, what's the hope? Like, how can we uh, learn from this and like not be duplicious to the spiritual master also?
When we repeat, when we repeat the offense, we'll repeat the suffering. We continue to repeat that until we'll become wise. By saying, why should I be suffering like this? Brahmanda Brahmite, Kona Bhagya, Jiva. It is after this they will come to this understanding. So let us continue until we suffer sufficiently to be able to question, why should I suffer like this? Is it all to life? Fortune. That's fortune. Fortunate point. Yes. Krishna.
I had heard previously that a living entity needs huge. I had heard previously that the living entity he needs huge mountains of piety to meet a pure devotee. It doesn't happen just I wake up and I see a pure devotee one fine day. But and here it is written, it is by chance. So Maharaj, I wanted to know how it is by chance. It just happens, or it is the mercy that they are extending. How it is?
Srila Prabhupada gave his dhoti. He gave his dhoti to one devotee. Asked him to give a devotee who had been coming. He had been coming to the temple for some time. Prabhupada was looking at him. He never surrendered. After some time, so Prabhupada gave his dhoti to the temple president. Give it to this devotee. When he came after, Prabhupada traveled. When he came, the president gave him the duty, say, Srila Prabhupada says I should give you this. He said, no, I'm sorry. I won't take. He didn't take it. What is that?
Misfortune.
Not, let's say misfortune, not a misfortune yet. Yes, misfortune or not, but in a mild way. In a mild way. Proper giving him duty is a request. Surrender to Krishna. Says, I'm sorry. Not accepting me, no, I don't want it now. Not now. I don't want it. I don't want to surrender now. Means what? We need to accumulate more power. He has contacted a pure devotee who will take him back to Godhead. But say, I'm not ready to follow you yet. I want to wait for some time. Waiting for some time means I want to suffer more, to accumulate more piety to join. I can join you. I had the same experience in Nigeria. One lady, she's a lawyer by profession, so she was coming. So we taught her how to chant the name. And she was chanting nicely as we taught her. She was chanting like that. After some time, I didn't see her. Then she came back again. I said, what happened? I've not seen you for some time. So yeah, I'm doing this thing, but my problem is not going. You are chanting and no result. I said, no, there is nothing. I started searching myself. How can she say this? I was searching myself. I said, no. So something said, ask her again, but this time it should be firm. Not joking, not as it should be firm. Ask her again. So I say, excuse me, tell me the truth. Please tell me the truth. You are saying that you are chanting this and nothing is happening? Then she didn't talk again. She put her face down. After some time, then she told me, I was chanting as you told me, but she pointed to Prabhupada. He was calling me. Prabhupada was calling me, and I didn't want to come. That's why I stopped chanting. In the beginning, she was trying to defend herself. So it should look like, what you are doing is not working. The name was working on her because she was chanting the way we told her to do. And the result was coming. She was afraid. Lawyer, young lady, has her fees. My parent, what will I do? To abandon all this and no, that is too much for now. So she saw that this is working. Why she didn't follow it? You need more fortune to be able to assess what is available. That is why we are requesting, let us continue to expand our fortune. By doing this, we're making progress, and eventually we get there. So when Prabhupada is saying this means not just by chance. When he used the word chance, I repeated it, Prabhupada used the word chance here. Because, see, we need language for us to understand. So even though it is not what he actually meant, but this is a word we can communicate, we can connect with. So he used it by chance. By chance means when one becomes fortunate. That is our chance. When one becomes fortunate, then we will be able to follow the path. Many people who are not taken to Krishna consciousness, you think they have not met with devotees. So much have read the Bhagavad Gita. They have even visited temple many times. I know many people who come to temple to offer respect to the deities, but they don't want their children to become devotees. Many. Why? They come to temple on their own. Not Krishna is coming to, hey, come and see me in the temple. No, Krishna didn't do that. But they are coming on their own, but do not allow their children to become a devotee. Fortune. So their chance has not come. Fortune.
Use the word chance. It's actually not chance. There is something.
As we know, it's not the chance as we know. The chance means fortune. When we are fortunate, we will take to this. Yesterday, Raksha Mataji told me she was looking for Krishna consciousness. On her own, she was looking for Krishna consciousness. And she was searching, where Krishna consciousness? And then one day, she met devotee, they gave her a book. Okay, what is this called temple? Then I said, they come to temple. For searching for that. That's fortune. One is ripe for Krishna consciousness. All this happen. Meanwhile, there are many thousands of people who are living very close to the temple there. They will never go there. They won't go there. But people are coming thousands of kilometers to the place. But those who are living there, they are angry with the movement. They are making noise and disturbing my sleep. You should not stay in this place. You relocate to different place. It's fortune. That's fortune. Yes, second one.
You said, Maharaj, our secondary nature has become our primary, and primary has become.
That's Bhakti, not a Kur's word. In Bhakti to in Jaiva Dharma, he said that.
Can you please explain what is secondary nature and what is primary nature? I thought that primary nature is the nature of the self, and secondary nature is the mind, intelligence, gross senses.
Our primary nature is that we are spiritual, eternal servant of Krishna. That's our primary nature. Our secondary nature is material sense gratification. Now we are sacrificing Krishna for sense gratification. That means what? And for most people, so some people are thinking that one day I was hearing one devotee, this is not our culture. This is not my culture. So I say, what is your culture? Can you tell me your culture? Yeah, this is not my culture. I'm just joining this movement. Excuse me, what is your culture? Barbaric life. That's a culture. The culture of the soul, the natural culture of the soul is Krishna consciousness. Forget about the body you carry over here. That is nothing. But we have forgotten that. So now most of us are thinking, I'm a material person trying to become spiritual. No. We are spiritual beings undergoing material experience. That is Bhakti Maharaj's words. When I was coming in the plane, one lady was sitting near where I was sitting. So then she asked me, what is this? What is this? So this is spiritual clay from a spiritual land, India. So I'm afraid. So you're afraid. But when you have problem, you come to us. You can when you have problem. You can. That is a problem. We have forgotten Krishna consciousness. We have forgotten ourselves. We have forgotten Krishna. We forgot what is our relationship. We have forgotten. So we're thinking we are material beings. Therefore, I am this body, and everything I will do, it is within this body, nothing outside. That is the whole world. The whole world is like that. We are this body, and everything should be this body. Anything outside this body is not necessary. What our philosophers are doing, what our scientists are doing, what the politicians, what are they doing? Is to keep us within this body, not to take us out. Only very few souls are interested in helping us to tell us the truth. We are not this material body. Even those who say humble must me, what did they do after that? Humble must me, what did they do?
The half truth.
Humble must be. And then what? And then what? How are you Brahman? How? Are we acting like Brahman? We are acting with the body, but the word is humble must me. But what are you doing to show that you are Brahman? Nothing. So Prabhupada said that is impersonalism. That's impersonalism. If one is Brahman, then we should act like Brahman. We should act like Brahman. We should act on the spiritual platform by doing our spiritual activities. That is a humble must be. Hare Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.